Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and more. Follow Elliot in the Morning everywhere social at EITM Online.
Mark Normand!
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm paging Chief Queef. Is he there?
This is Chief Queef reporting for duty. What's going on? Praise Allah.
How are you doing, sir?
Good. I'm hungover in the airport, wearing a mask and sporting a boner.
Hey, I got to tell you, you know what I loved, and I know this goes back a little bit, but I thought your set on the stand-ups was fantastic.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, I really went for it. I said if they're going to give me a half hour doing the darkest, dirtiest stuff I got, and we did 10 minutes on the Holocaust, for Christ's sake.
Hey, what was the? I feel like I should know this, Mark, and I don't. But what is the process for how did they determine who they're going after to do the stand-ups? Like, I know that this isn't the first one they've done, but when they start selecting the comedians, who do they decide they're going to go after?
I think it's just kind of who's cooking, who's hot right now, who's out there, who's working, and they want it to be different. Like, one lady did impressions, one lady was very alternative, one guy was very rednecky. So they try to mix it up. It's a mixed bag there.
And the rednecky, I will tell you, I also like Dusty Slay a lot. I thought he was great.
Oh, yeah, we all love Dusty. He's a good egg, you know? He's like a hillbilly Hedberg.
And is it all the same? Like you said, it's very diverse. It's very different. All of the comedians are different. Does the crowd, but the crowd remains the same. Nobody gets filtered through, correct?
Correct. You hope that your people show up.
Thank you.
When you're talking about queefs and whatnot, you don't want the other people's crowd to be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? So you hope your people come out.
I will say, I don't know where you guys taped it. But it seemed like I saw a behind the scenes thing that you did. It seemed like the setup was really fantastic. The way that you got to use the kitchen area and the serving area, and they did move all of the cooks out and the kitchen help out. But it seemed like a very nice setup that they gave you guys.
It was pretty cool. Wow, you really did your homework. You know more about me than my father, which I appreciate. But yeah, it was cool. It was in an old supper club in the middle of Midtown, so it's like a 1930s kind of vibe. And, yeah, they packed it out. It had a good look, and it just worked. And it was even during COVID, too, and they still made it work.
But did that also factor in for being I don't know, is that your flight, Mark? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm in ISIS, so I take it whenever I need.
I just hope there's somebody sitting in the seat right next to you that's like, holy F.
Trying to decipher.
I think the guy just said he's in ISIS. But that's what I want to go back to, like what you were saying, where I think you were talking about having done a show, and I don't know, it didn't go well, or the people didn't know you. And I understand there's types of people that will go, you know what, this weekend I'm going to the comedy club and I'm just going to go see comedy and I'm going. And then there's people where I kind of put myself into it, where I don't think I could just walk up to the window of a comedy club and just go, give me a ticket, I'll go see what's going on. I would at least research and see who's coming, if it's the type of comedy that I like, which is a lot of different types, but at least do some homework. Do you get people that just show up out of nowhere and then just, I mean, they can't get pissed at you at that point?
Oh, they still get pissed, but yeah, it happens all the time, especially the Saturday early shows. That's like date night. You know, we'll go get dinner, we'll see a show, and the building just says comedy club. So you could get a Richard Pryor, you could get a Stephen Wright, you could get an Anthony Jeselnik, or you could get Nanette, you know. So you should definitely do your research, and I have definitely horrified, you know, the soccer moms and the Mormon couple. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do, but it's weird because you don't do that with music. You know, you don't just go, let's go see some music, and then Rob Zombie comes out and, you know, has sex with a baby on stage and everybody's crying. So, yeah, definitely do that research. You know, it's like Tarantino movie or or Love Actually, add booze onto that, and it's a real mess.
And then I also feel like I should congratulate you on the engagement. You two have been together for a while, correct?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, he's a lucky guy, but we've been together a few years now. Yeah, and I'm getting older, and I had my party days. I had my fun times, and I had my STDs and my abortions. So I figured, hey, time to hang up the spurs.
Were you really? Did you have a time where you were really out of control, though?
Oh yeah. Well, once I was in a long relationship, and once we broke up, I discovered the dating apps, and it was over. I mean, I was on Grindr all day.
And the wedding will be, well, you're going home to New Orleans. I know New York is home now, but you're going like home to New Orleans for the wedding.
Oh yeah, we're doing. She's from Boston, so we figured, hey, let's go do it in New Orleans, where it's actually a decent looking city, and my family's there. Her family will come down. It'll be more fun there. You can really booze it up and party. Whereas Boston, it's just a normal city. New Orleans has got some edge.
Are you going to do, though, because I've been down there a couple of times, Mark, and I do like where you see for a wedding where it's like they have like the marching band that walks down the street or marches down the street, I should say, and the couple is with them at the bridal party. Are you going to do that whole routine?
Of course. We're going all hacky. We're going the whole tourist, second line, jazz band, Mardi Gras beads, king cake, blackface, you name it.
And then last couple of things. Do you like doing the I saw you do an interview with a TV station in Austin promoting where I think your show there is actually later this month for a festival. But do you
Moon Tower.
Exactly. Do you like doing like the local TV affiliate hit? And, they're just somebody handed them a couple of pages of notes, maybe, or a card of notes. Do you love just torturing them?
I mean, it's fun. It's bittersweet. In the early days, I actually needed to sell tickets, so I kind of had to play ball. So when they ask you about your dog and it's all these horrible setups for jokes, you want to kill yourself. So I hear you have a dog. And you go, yes, and you go into your dog bit. But at this point, they're just fun because I'm already selling tickets, so I can just be myself. And these people are horrified because their whole world is just, censorship, FCC, don't get fired, don't get canceled. So if I say one queef, I can see them, their buttholes tightening. It's a great time.
I thought the woman in Austin was going to drop dead when you let loose with the word pussy.
I know, it's very silly. It's like going to dinner with your girlfriend's parents in high school. You have to be just so prim and proper and play the game. But nowadays, I don't care anymore. So you can just have fun with it. You can kiss them on the cheek or fart in their face or talk about slavery or whatever it is.
Jesus.
And the other announcement that I saw, our buddy Bert Kreischer, well, I guess I should say for us, our mutual friend Bert Kreischer, you're going to do the Fully Loaded Comedy Festival with him.
Oh, my God, I can't wait. This guy really is a mogul. He's doing ballparks and drag races and all this stuff. It's going to be bananas. So, I'm going, Joey Diaz is going, Big J. It's going to be a wild time.
Yeah, that's good.
My liver is going to really be hurting.
That's going to be awesome. That'll be a nice little, that is a nice little thing, I should say, that he put together. But weren't you with him I remember talking to Bert right after he did Red Rocks. Weren't you with him at Weren't you with him at Red Rocks?
I was, yeah. We did shrooms. We drank so much we had to do 4 IVs. That's how bad we were hurting over like a 3-day span.
You know what you should do? The next time you're with Bert, you should see if you could do, it should be on your podcast, but you should see if you can do over 3 hours talking with him.
Oh my God! Well, the booze was flowing, and he just got to talking. At one point, he cried. He talked about his daughters. I mean, it all came out. It was a wild time. That wrecked me for the week. That guy can put him back.
Yeah, no, Bert's great. Bert's awesome. Mark, last thing. So let's go back to talking about the stand-ups on Netflix. Does I don't know if they share with you how that did or how that does, and I'm sure you could feel it on the road and now that you're traveling around. But does that lead to you getting a full hour on Netflix?
Well, that's the hope. You know, they like to keep all that info close to the vest. You know, that's their bargaining chip, is they know how well it did and you don't know, so they keep you in the dark, those bastards. But it's I think it went well, and we're hoping for the hour. Fingers crossed. But there's so much bad comedy on Netflix now that you really want to bring the heat. So I think I'd need at least 2 years to get something good cooking. And, you want your Netflix hour to be lights out, So, we'll hope. Fingers crossed. Who knows? Maybe if I might become trans and Asian and get a wheelchair. That might help me.
All right, you can see Mark Norman, Lincoln Theater in D.C. Saturday night, the Stand in New York on Tuesday, and then the Vogel in Red Bank July 8th. That early show is sold out, and of course on the latest season of the stand-ups on Netflix. Mark Norman, I appreciate the time. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate you having me. I'm Kevin Hart. I'll see you in hell.
Goodbye.